Hello everybody, welcome back, welcome to Sing with Sharon. I'm very glad you joined me again today. So we are continuing on the theme of water, but we'll get started straight into a game just to get us warmed up and get our brains in gear. So we're going to play Don't Clap This One Back, which several of you will have played before with me. But basically you, first of all, copy the pattern of claps that I do. And your turn. Duh, duh, duh. And my turn. Your turn. Duh, 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 duh. Duh, 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 duh. Duh, 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 duh. Okay, so you copy the pattern except for a very special one, which sounds like the sentence, don't clap this one back. And that tells you the idea of the game, because you don't clap that one back, okay? So when you hear that one, that sounds like this. Okay, you think in your head, don't clap this one back. Don't clap this one back. Okay, whenever you hear that one, you do not clap it back. Instead, you're going to put your hands on your head. All right? So we're going to go straight into it. Sometimes I'll clap ones that you do have to clap back. And then occasionally I'll do the don't clap this one back, in which you put your hand in your head. Let's see how well you can do. Here we go. Hope you didn't clap it. Hope you had your hands on your head for that one. Don't clap this one back. So you can pat yourself on the back if you managed to, if you heard that one, and put your hands on your head, because that's what you were supposed to do. If you clapped it back, then if we were playing this as a competition, you would be out. But we're okay. We're going to try again. You can be back in again. Here we go. Did you get it? Did you put your hands on your head? Okay, so remember, you are copying every pattern that I clap except for the one that sounds like don't clap this one back. Okay, just in case you've just joined us. Don't clap this one back. You're listening out for that one. You do not clap that one back. You put your hands on your head instead. Here we go. We'll try again. Did I get you out or not? Did you put your hands on your head? I hope so. Okay, that was the right move. Putting your hands on your head was the right move. All right. And one of these days I'll change the phrase and we'll do it with a different phrase. But this time that was it. So great. So that's warmed our brains up, hopefully. We're continuing with our water theme, mainly kind of river-based today. So for example, we've got a nice picture that my husband took. This is the River Tyne. This is just, it is northeast of England, which is where I am from, or where I live. And yeah, this is the River Tyne, and you can see some of the bridges and the Baltic Centre for Art, and the Sage Gateshead, all on the Gateshead side, and the other side is Newcastle, etc. Looking very gorgeous and a bit moody as well. Cool. So that's a little sight of a river, and we're going to be singing songs about a river today. But it is also, apparently, according to the internet, National Limerick Day as well. So I have a limerick song for you, but we're going to warm up first. All right, so we're going to do the Plasticine Person. So just have a little stretch and have a yawn. I've said to you before, yawning is really good for singers because it opens out the throat and gets you more air and oxygen in. So we'll try it again. One more stretch and yawn. Great. And wheel those shoulders, remembering your posture. So remember to have your feet kind of hip distance apart, your knees nice and soft, long spine and long neck, so you're standing up nice and tall. but you want your shoulders to be relaxed, okay? So instead of, if I said take a big breath in, if you went like this, that's not so good, okay? We want your shoulders to stay down, your chest to stay relaxed, and actually the big breath in comes here. So you're expanding outwards this way, and then back again. So shoulders relaxed. All right, so the Plasticine Person, we've played this before, a little game that I've made up. You've got a pretend person, you're just going to take them for a walk. And they're going to call for a lift. Ding! Going up in the lift. Ding! And then they get out of the lift, put on a parachute. Shh, shh, clunk. See, that's what I imagine a parachute sounds like. I've never put one on, I have to say. Shh, shh, clunk. Okay? And then we parachute off the building. Whee! And because, even though we have a parachute slowing down our descent, because we are made of plasticine, we're still going to, when we hit the ground, we're still going to go splat. So we have a splat, which we'll try and do exactly the same time. So watch me carefully, see if you can splat at the same time as me. Splat. Very good. And then to begin again. All right, so we're just going to have that little story first. Here we go. Do 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 do. Ding. Ding. Shh shh clunk. Whee! Splat. Okay. So did you get it at the same time as me? That splat? Hope so. And then let's just add to the story. So this is good for, you're basically using your voice and stretching your voice out, but just in an imaginative way. So it doesn't matter what age you are. You can just be, you can be inventive with it. So you could be imagining new endings to the story. And if you want to, if you're on live and you want to send in the comments, then I'll try and incorporate them into the story if you've got time. Otherwise, I shall make them up myself. So we'll go up. This time the lift will be broken. So we're gonna go open a door. So real nice and nasal. And we'll go up the stairs. All the way, and another squeaky door to get out instead of the lift. Being very healthy. Still put on a parachute. Shh, shh, clunk. And we'll parachute on. Whee! And then this is my favourite part. We're going to go on the trampoline. Boing, boing, boing. And then we're going to go off the trampoline into a river. Splash. And you can really make that SH, make that shush go a long time. Splash. And then we're going to swim. But let's go for the shark. So we'll have the shark in this imaginary river, and we'll have a do 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 jump. Okay. So I hope you can remember all of that. It's partly a test for the old memory as well. So let's go from the beginning. Here we go. Walking. Do 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 do. No lift today. The stairs. Do 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 do. Put on the parachute. Shh shh clunk. Parachute off. Whee! On the trampoline. Boing boing boing. Splash. Bit of swimming. Here comes the shark. Do 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 jump. And that could be the end of the Plasticine Person, but it's not. So this time, let's do the same thing. Let's parachute down onto trampoline into the river, but let's imagine it's a fast-flowing river. In fact, it's going down you're going down some rapids towards a waterfall. Okay, so we'll go splash into the water, and then maybe we'll go, let's have some sounds as you're kind of coming in and out of the water, going down the rapids, and then over the waterfall, you'll shoot out and we'll go, whee! with another splash at the end. Okay, but it's a really big waterfall, so I want you to make that slide down last as long as you can. So let's practice that. So you need to make sure you have a breath beforehand. Make sure you're not putting your chin up when you're doing that high note. Just keep your chin down, and we'll go whee. Okay, so try and start from as high as you can and make your voice go down as low as you can, but take it really, really slowly. All right, here we go from the beginning. Clunk. Wee, boing, 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 splash. And then we're going down the rapids. Take a big breath. We're going over the waterfall. Cool. All right. So I don't know how you did. Did you manage to make that waterfall last a long time? So it depends on how slowly you can make your voice slide down. So you try and do it really slowly. Also, it depends on how high you can start and how low you can go. All right, but that's definitely given our voices a bit of a stretch. If you can, give your lips a bit of a blow. That can help as well. Right, so I mentioned about limericks and being National Limerick Day. So I've written you a new song, sort of. I've taken I looked on the internet and I came across a person called Fred Hornaday, who calls himself King of Limericks, and he on his website has got lots of limericks and several limericks about water. And this one that he calls Beginnings, I came across that one and I thought that was pretty. And so I thought, well, why don't I try and make that into a little limerick round? And the thing about rounds is that each phrase fits over the same chords. So these are my chords that I chose. I just made them up. I just chose them, okay? C, D minor, F, G. So they sound like that. And also I listened to the words. So let me get the words up for you. See, these are the words by Fred Hornaday. Stand by the river, examine her course, moving with steady, unstoppable force. As the cycle goes round, the first drop can't be found, and still we expect to uncover the source. So if you notice, if you look carefully at the pattern of the words, it's following the limerick pattern, which is your first line, stand by the river, examine her course. There's your end word, course. Moving with steady, unstoppable force. So it rhymes, course and force. Then you've got, as the cycle goes round, the first drop can't be found. You've got the third line has two rhymes, halfway through. As the cycle goes round, the first drop can't be found. And then your fourth line rhymes with the first and second line. And still we expect to uncover the source. So we've got course, force, and source. So I hope you can spot those three words. Course, force, and source. Okay, they're the end rhymes in the first, second, and fourth line. And then round and found. It's just the way I've had to put it to fit into the slide. Obviously, it would be stand by the river, examine her course. I'll count as the first line. Anyway, so the next stage is trying to make those words fit to these chords. And stand by the river, examine her course. I guess it made me feel like they're pretty words. So I kind of thought, well, imagine it's sunny, you're just by the riverside, you know, the grass has got beautiful flowers, maybe a meadow beside it. You know, we've had lots of lovely sunny weather, mainly, not necessarily over the last couple of days, but so I had that in my mind. So it's quite flowy. So in order to make it kind of sound quite flowy, what I did is did it in 3 beats in the bar. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Sometimes you call it waltz time because it does make you want to dance a bit. 2, 3, 1, 2, but a kind of flowy dance. And then it was just a case of making up some little tunes. So I'm going to sing it for you first and then I'll teach it to you. So it goes like this. Stand by the river, examine her course, moving with steady, unstoppable force. As the cycle goes round, the first drop can be found, and still we expect to uncover the source. Right, so there you go. I'm going to break it down for you. First line goes, stand by the river, examine her course. Your turn. Stand by the river, examine her course. And again, stand by the river, examine her course. And you can have a little pause between river and then examine her course because it's a slightly new thought. Stand by the river, examine her course. So if you need to, you can breathe there as well. Next line goes a bit higher, so just make sure you take a breath. Moving with steady, unstoppable force. So you're going moving with. So let's just try that little jump up. Moving with, and then it comes down. Moving with steady, unstoppable force. Okay, so you're kind of winding down and then back up. Ready? And moving with steady, unstoppable force. So let's put those together. Ready? From the stand by the river. Ready? And stand by the river, examine her course, moving with steady, unstoppable force. Great. So we'll come back up and we keep going as the cycle goes round. So we're winding a lot. I thought the river would wind a lot. As the cycle goes round. Try that. As the cycle goes round, the first drop can't be found. The first drop can't be found. And you can be quite droppy. The first drop can't be found. Okay, so you can be quite short, snappy. Ready? The first drop can't be found. Also, it's a bit of a mouthful. First drop can't be found. Lots of consonants, okay? So that line goes, as the cycle goes round, the first drop can't be found. So you can take a breath after round. The cycle goes round. Breathe, quick breath though. The first drop can't be found. Take another breath. Then we've got, and still we expect to uncover the source. And still we expect to uncover the source. Again, and still we expect to uncover the source. So those two lines together, third and fourth line, we've got, as the cycle goes round, the first drop can't be found, and still we expect to uncover the source. Your turn. As the cycle goes round, the first drop can't be found, and still we expect to uncover the source. Very good. All right, so we're going to try it together a couple times round, then we'll do it with the recording so we can also hear it as a round. And just for anybody watching that's maybe a little older and might be interested in music and about writing songs and things like that, you know, a round is an interesting thing to try and write. So I encourage you to have a little go, particularly if you can find a little short poem, you know, if words aren't your thing, really a real simple short poem, either in limerick form or other forms, and then just try and put that together. All right, so let's try the whole thing a couple of times and then we'll do it with the recording. Stand by the river, ready, and stand by the river, examine her course, moving with steady, unstoppable force. As the cycle goes round, the first drop can't be found, and still we expect So we're going to end up singing it 3 times round. What we'll do, as we do in the past, first time we'll just sing it all together, and then we're going to stop and we're going to wait for the recorded voice to go, stand by the river, examine her course, and that's where we'll start. We'll go second, but there will be a third and fourth voice as well. Ready? Stand by the river, examine her course, moving with steady, unstoppable force. As the cycle goes round, the first drop can't be found, and still we expect to uncover the source. Stand by the river, examine her course. Stand by the river, examine her course. As the moving with steady, unstoppable force. As the cycle goes round, the first drop can't be found, and still we expect to uncover the source. Stand by the river, examine her course. As the moving with steady, unstoppable force. As the cycle goes round, the first drop can't be found, and still we expect to uncover the source. As the cycle we expect to uncover the source, and still we expect to uncover the source. Great. There we go. Perfect. So I was quite pleased with how that turned out. But you do have to do a little bit of fiddling on once you've got your main idea. You have to fiddle about with it. Sometimes you find that you've got some notes the same or some tunes the same. So continuing and ending up our theme of rivers. I thought, of course, we'll go a bit pop. We have the first one that came to mind, especially if you're looking at slightly more recent charts than some of you. If you're an oldie like me, I might have thought of a bit of Joni Mitchell or something for river as soon as I thought the word river. But if you're slightly younger than that, or a lot younger than that, you might have thought of James Bay, Hold Back the River. So this is a great song. And I'm going to teach you a little bit of it. Hopefully lots of people will know it already and will be able to sing it through. So we have, so that bit is a verse, but I'm just going to teach you a bit of the chorus first. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Okay, so this is like half a chorus. The chorus is normally twice as long, but the first time it comes in, it's only half. So you've got to watch out for the different words. So the tune goes, hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold back. Okay, so the thing that you need to look out for is sometimes it's see where you hide. Stop for a minute, see where you hide. And sometimes it's stop for a minute and be by your side. So you need to make sure that you're reading the lyrics really carefully to see whether it's see where you hide or be by your side. Because I'm playing the ukulele, I'll not be able to help you so much. Okay, so we have hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. So try that with me, ready? And hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Good. Feel free to do some dance moves. Like hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Something, whatever. And you've got hold back the river so I. Try that. Hold back the river so I. Now, it's hard to tell. Some people think it's so wide, and some people, there's different opinions about what the actual words are. So if you think it's so wide, you can just do so wide instead of so I. And that's fine. You need to really watch James Bay singing it and see if we can tell from his mouth. So go hold back the river so I. Then we've got can stop for a minute and see where you hide. And I would go stop for a minute and see where you hide. That's what I do. Ready? And can stop for a minute and hold back the river, hold back. So it's up to you whether you want to hold back or hold back the river. Okay, so yeah, feel free. I always like doing some dance moves or some actions along with the song, especially something like this. So please do dance along if you can. And if you're the only one in, if you've got other people in the room, get them off the sofa, get them up dancing. All right, let's try that half chorus. Ready, 2, 3, and hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold back. Great. So I will show you, I'll skip forward, show you this then. This is a chorus. See if you can see, you've got be by your side. Okay? So let's try this version of the chorus. Ready, 2, 3, and hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute and be by your side. Hold back the river, hold back. Then you go, hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold back. So watch out, because the only thing that changes is see where you hide or be by your side. All right, so you gotta watch out. Now there's another bit. The O is kind of like it's over the verse. So it's a bit like the verse, which I'll come back to. But this is the middle 8 kind of section. So you got lonely water, won't you let us wander? Let us hold each other. Lonely water, won't you let us wander? Let us hold each other. Okay, so that becomes in as well. We're just going to bash through because we're running out of time. Let me take you through the verse. Let me take you through verse 1. So it goes like this. Try to keep you close to me, but life got in between. All right. So I've put it in a key so that hopefully most things are comfortable. This goes up slightly just on the top end, but it's not any higher than the round that we just sang. Okay, so as always, remember posture, breath, and those tummy muscles. Okay, so if you're standing nice and tall with your shoulders relaxed and you've taken a nice breath and you're using those tummy muscles to control the breath, and you've got your chin, you make sure that your chin is level or a little bit tucked under, then you should be fine. Okay, and because we've done all that stretching. So you got try to keep you close to me. So on the word close, which is the highest note, that's when you squeeze your tummy muscles. Keep you close to me. You can do this as well, that helps. Close to me, but life is another top note, but life got in between. And then square and there. Try to square, not being there. No, it's rather try to square, not being. Sorry, being is the top one. Not being there, but it's there that I should have been. So being, and then the second there. Lots of theirs in this song. Okay, so let's just try it through. I'm going to have to quickly try and change the slide for you in between. So try to keep you close to me. 1, 2, 3, and try to keep you close to me, but life got in between. Try to square, not being there, but it's there that I should have been. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold back. Next verse. Once upon a different life, we rode hold back. Ready for lonely water? Lonely water, lonely water, won't you let us wander? Let us hold each other. Lonely water, lonely water, won't you let us wander? Let us hold each other. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute and be by your side. Hold back the river, hold back. Hold back the river, let me look in your eyes. Hold back the river so I can stop for a minute and see where you hide. Hold back the river, hold back. Lonely water, lonely water, won't you let us wander? Let us hold each other. Lonely water, lonely water, won't you let us wander? Let us hold each other. Okie dokie. Right, well, thank you very much for joining me today, for having a bit of a sing-song all about rivers. I know there were so many river songs that we haven't got to. Maybe I'll come back to rivers another time and choose some different songs. But for now, it is time to say goodbye. I hope you enjoy the rest of the day. Hope the sun shines for you and you get a chance to go outside and get some fresh air. And yeah, keep singing. So I'll see you tomorrow, 1:30. Stay well. Bye.